Alright everybody, I just wanted to make a follow-up video to the vCenter and ACI integration stuff. The last video I did, I had the vCenter stuff hooked into the fabric itself, and now we've rebuilt the lab a little bit and put the vCenter on that same C200, but now it's connected outside of the fabric. I think that's probably a little bit more representative of what you'd actually want to do in real life, not have your management stuff all lumped into the fabric, kind of single point of failure, all that jazz. So this is probably a little bit more close to reality, and it actually ended up being a lot simpler. So I just wanted to walk through real quickly just what really changed, right? So kind of part of the motivation was in-band management in ACI was giving me lots of heartache, and I had a bunch of faults from it. So I ended up blowing the fabric away and just starting from scratch, and decided to do away with in-band completely. Because it seems that ACI really wants to use in-band if it's configured, but had some quirks with it. So it's just easier to just not have in-band and let it just use out-of-band for everything, because that's really simple. Don't have to deal with all the layer 3 outs or any of that jazz. So nice and easy. So anyway, just wanted to go kind of here and look at the fabric policies, because this is really the only thing that really changed. Everything else is pretty much the same. So before we had a couple interface policies that, and then we had the override policies, right? So under the interface overrides in the previous video, we had the override, and this was because we wanted to override the leafs talking to the DVS with CDP, where we wanted the leafs to talk to the DVS with CDP and the leafs to talk to the FIs with LLDP. So it turns out that way was, I guess, the way to do it previously. And now, I don't know which version of code this is on. I'm on literally the latest, greatest. I think it's 1.10 at the moment, but I believe this was in 1.1J as well. I'm not sure about before that. Under the AEP that you connect to the actual, in my case, UCS Mini or B series, or I guess any fabric interconnects going to C series as well. Before we were doing those overrides, but now the AEP has vSwitch policies. So this is basically the same thing as that interface override that we did before. So you can see again, LLDP disabled, CDP enabled, and then on my UCS access, I've got CDP disabled, and LLDP enabled. So this is exactly the same functionality that we had before. The config's a lot cleaner, so that's nice. And then I don't have any other kind of the quirky stuff with in-band that I had before. So right now it's just, obviously all my devices have out-of-band. Of course the APIC's being managed via out-of-band anyway. So that's all. That's really all I had to do. And then obviously the VM networking stuff, that was exactly as before. You watch the other video if you want to look through that, but real simple, point it at your vCenter. Obviously I have a different vCenter IP address now. And that's really it. So I just wanted to document that update. I think this is a much cleaner way, probably more representative of real life, what you'd want to do anyway. So hopefully that's helpful to someone. Thanks guys.